Okay, let's talk about boilerplate. So what is a boilerplate? The boilerplate in the software development world is not referring to the manufacturer's plate on your boiler, but codes that repeat itself or standardized code. We have a look earlier at the basic structure of a HTML file, and that structure consists of a document declaration, a HTML element, a head element which with metadata content, and a body element. Imagine that you will need to type out these elements every time you start a new HTML file, and this is where boilerplate comes in. You can code the boilerplate very easily with the VS Code. The only requirement here is that the file must be a HTML file with .html extension to start with. It will not work if it's a new file without a file name or with a different extension. So in your HTML file here, you just have to type HTML, and you'll see there's a drop down menu. So you choose HTML column 5, and voila, you have a boilerplate display for you, but you can use straight away. Now in this boilerplate code, there are two meta elements with different attributes that you have not seen before, and let me explain what they are. The first attribute is called HTTP equivalent. Okay, HTTP equivalent attribute is a what you call a pragma directive, which tells the browser how to process its input. The attribute x-ua-compatible is a document mode that allows you to choose which version of Internet Explorer or IE to use, and this only applies to Internet Explorer because of how each version of Internet Explorer was written. In this case, we tell the browser to use Internet Explorer version 11 or later. Okay, the second attribute, the name attribute here, which having a viewport that is content. Viewport is the visible area of a web page, and it varies depending on the device that you use, such as a mobile phone, tablet, or PC. In this meta tag, we set the width over here, if you can see it, and the content to fit the device's width. Okay, and the initial scale, we set the zoom level, that you can set the zoom level. In this case, we set to 1, which has no zoom. Let me demonstrate this by using a picture. Okay, this is an image of two mobile phones that display a web page. One with the viewport meta tag and one without. The image on the right scales the web page to the full width of a mobile phone with the viewport meta tag, and the left does not because it does not have a viewport meta tag. So in summary, you can start a new HTML file very quickly using a boilerplate code in VS Code.